Hello student, I am Mrs. Harsha Zope from Praveen Patil Polytechnic, Bhayindar. Today we are going to start our chapter 2, that is Software Requirement Engineering. The learning outcomes of these videos are, after watching this video, you will be able to know about software engineering practices and its importance. Then we will see core principles, communication practices, planning practices and modeling practices. Then start with our software engineering practices and its importance. First we will see definition. Definition for software engineering practices is software engineering practices includes concept, principles, methods and tools that must be considered for planning and development of software system. Importance of software engineering practices is that by following software engineering practices, every connected entity gets involved in software development process. The software engineering practices provide detailed insight for software development process. It acknowledges the software engineer about the principles that must be used during the software development. The next, some core principles of software engineering are: first is reason it all exists. The software system that you are going to develop must be give value to its users. Okay, there must be any reason to develop that. Second principle is keep it simple, stupid. The software design must be simple, easy for understanding and easy to maintain. Principle third is maintain the vision. There should be clear vision for the software system to be built. The clear vision about the system helps to develop it without any ambiguity. Fourth principle is what you will produce, others will consume. The software system that you develop will be used by users, software designers, programmers, testers and so on. So, whenever you develop the system, develop in such a way that your job will be easier for them to handle. Fifth principle is be open to the future. Develop a system in such a way that it will have longer lifetime. Principle sixth is plan ahead for reuse. Reusability has got vital importance in software industry. The reusability can be achieved using the approaches like object-oriented programming. Then we will go towards next slide, that is communication practices. Communication is carried out in order to understand the customer requirement. Okay, it is carried out to understand the customer requirement. There are some principles or you can say practices that are used to make the communication effective. First principle is listen. Okay, it's very important. It is important to listen the customer carefully. Ask for the clarification appropriately. Never interrupt him annulling during the narration. Principle 2. Prepare for communication. Do some research to understand the business domain. If you are conducting the meeting, then prepare the agenda before the meeting. We should know what we are going to talk about a particular topic. Then principle 3 is have facilitator for communication. The facilitator or a leader is required for the communication for 3 reasons. Firstly, to move the conversation in productive direction. Secondly, to resolve any conflicts. And thirdly, to ensure that the designated principles and standards are being forwarded. Fourth principle of communication is that have face-to-face communication. The face-to-face communication is important to have effective communication. Principle 5th is take notes and document the decision. It is important to note down the important points and decision made during the communication. 6th principle is strive for collaboration. The collective knowledge of the members of the team is combined to understand the system. This makes a small collaboration which helps the team members in deciding the goals of the software system being developed. That's all about the communication practices. The next we will go towards planning practices. Planning practices, okay. In exam it can be asked as describe the principles of communication, describe any 6 principles of communication, what is communication principles, explain with their detail, then you have to write the answer what I have explained. The next topic is planning practices. Planning is an activity that includes the set of management and technical practices that software has to follow in definite direction. Various principles of planning are: first is understand the scope of the project. The scope of the project helps the software team what is the goal of the development. Principle 2 is make the planning by involving the customer. Customers specify what they exactly want from the software system. The developer can negotiate order of delivery, some unrealistic functionalities, cost and so on. Hence, customer involvement in the project is must. Third principle is planning activity should be iterative. Iterations help the developer to accommodate the change in the system plan. Principle 4th is make estimation based on the knowledge. Estimation of the project represents the efforts, cost and duration based on correct understanding of the work. 5th principle is consider risk while defining the plan. The project plan must be flexible enough to accommodate one or more risks. Principle 6th is be realistic. Software development cannot be 100% perfect. There can be more or less ambiguity and omissions. Budgets and schedule may vary. 7th principle is adjust granularity according to plan. Granularity means how much detailed is your project plan. Okay, that's the granularity. The fine granularity plan provides more work plan details planned relatively short time increment. 8th principle is ensure the quality. The plan must help the software team to induce quality in their development. 9th principle is describe the accommodated changes, and 10th principle is track the plan frequently and make the changes as per the requirements. Then the next topic is modeling practices. Models are created for understanding the system. During software development, there are 2 kinds of models that are developed: analysis model and design model. Then we will see what are the principles of, what are the practices of modeling. First principle is the primary goal of the model. The primary goal of the software team is to build software, not create the model. Okay, it should be the primary goal. Then second principle is travel light. Don't create more models than you need. Okay, you should create the models whatever you are having requirement. And third principle is strive to produce the simplest model that will describe the problem or the software. Okay, you have to prepare the simplest model, very simple view of that particular model, so that it can be easily understood Fourth principle is build models in a way that makes them amenable to changes. Okay, your model should be easily changed if it's required. Then fifth principle is be able to state an explicit purpose for each model that is created. You should be able to know, you should be able to tell what is the purpose of that particular model. Then sixth principle is adapt the models you develop to the system at hand. Okay, your model should be adapted. Then seventh principle is try to build useful model but forget about building perfect models. Okay, your model should be useful, but you should forget about building perfect model. The next principle is design representation must be easily understood. Design development must be iterative. Okay, these are the principles of modeling. Okay, then in today's lecture we have studied about software engineering practices and its important. Okay, question can be asked in exam. Define software engineering practices and list its importance. Second question can be asked on core principle. List and explain core principles. Okay, then you have to list the core principles that are shown on the screen, and you need to explain it in 3-4 lines. Every core principle you should explain in 3-4 lines. The next question is communication practices. Next that can be asked like explain communication practices in detail. The next it may be planning practices. List and explain the planning principles or planning practices. That question can be asked. And the next question can be modeling practices. Explain modeling practices in detail, or for 2 marks it can be asked as list the modeling practices principle. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Keep studying.